Hi, my name is Shan.
My name is Dan, and we have a menswear brand called DANSHAN.
And amazing. It sort of feels a bit like going back to school, which is like such a community, and then there's always people around, and then we help each other, we push each other to go to better, and yeah.
Yes, we can start with how we met. So when we actually met in St. Joseph Martins when we were doing our women's wear course there, and we were flatmates for 4 years, and afterward we worked together for some projects, and it just felt right at the time when we were talking about this big subject about masculinity, and then so we found we have quite a lot in common in terms of what we want to express in menswear.
Well, we find that all the friends that's men around us are actually quite similar.
All of a sudden we realize we have a whole bunch of men around us. They are not very traditional. And we start to analyze what do we like about them. Why do we drawn to this type of men, just like as a friend and as partners and all that. And there are certain traits that were so common, like through all of them. And we realized this is actually the type of masculinity that we felt strongly, except they should be the one actually, these kind of traits should be celebrated in the modern world.
I think we start with fabric first. When we look into traditional menswear, we always find that the feel and touch of it and the structure of it always sort of restrain men on what they can do, and then even from movement or how they can express themselves, like it's just really restrictive. So we start doing full collection with only using 100% silk satin. So we try to get men to try something new that's more soft and gentle, and then through that maybe the touch and feel of the fabric can change how they move and how they act as well.
We kind of develop some blocks and patterns in our brand that will actually enable men to have not restricting, like what Shan said earlier, like restricted that kind of posture. We just try to kind of deconstruct it. Oh, hang on, do I shake it with this? This is frizzy, and if you shake it, it's gonna be smooth, isn't it? Sorry, I'm just concentrating getting this. Whoa!
We're a total mess, aren't we? So for autumn-winter collection, we always start with a single word.
So the ripple idea really just thread through the sets and some of the item and some of our textile development. All of this, they all linked with the word just by ripple. And the whole process was really great in terms of everything happened in the same building, and we can literally pull our collection upstairs for casting, for styling experiment, and if we have anything in mind and wondering whether it will work, we could just literally pop upstairs, turn on all the lights or shut off all the lights, and just to see whether actually everything works. The most challenging bit is actually the set. I think first of all it was because we were overly ambitious. We underestimate how much the floor and the space can take in terms of weight, because our idea was initially starting with wanted to like kind of flood the whole floor, just build like the whole floor like almost like a swimming pool. Obviously it couldn't happen. Then we rescale it, make it smaller, but even just 4 meters by 4 meters of a circle pool, the weight is already unbelievably heavy. And I think all in all, just the set was like the most challenging one. My favorite part is although the outcome was almost like nothing like where we first started, but the whole the experience that we offered to our audience was very much, we actually achieved very much like what we originally wanted. We gave this great meditation.
I actually, weirdly, I like it when everything's over, actually, when the set is still here and everyone's gone, and then it's just this calmness and then this easiness that we don't have to rush and take everything down or you know what I mean.
Do you want to say yours?
I'm actually wearing it now. How should I do it? Yeah, so this season we tried to develop this fabric, which is satin quilting with wool padding in between, and then lined with silk as well.
My favorite, well, I'm not wearing it, but I've got a long coat which has a panel hanging, draping from the front, and then ruche on the back. It's really hard to describe it, but it's a really long coat. We have a model was like 195, and the coat's almost touching the floor. I gave myself like a long few days of like good meditation.
No, I actually haven't done anything. I celebrate with 24 hours in bed, sleep and sleep and sleep.
Yeah, I enjoy really just also similar, but I have to have like a completely silent space and just give myself a headspace really. Oh, got quite a lot of exciting stuff, but maybe not telling you yet. What's next? We just can't wait to develop something amazing in Sarabande Foundation.
Ching ching.
Ching, ching. Mine was amazing.
Yeah, mine as well.
I think mine was